shake it up. Shaking up the garbage we feed on. Shaking up our wondrous being. Let's begin to reform. Even if just for a moment, to share the climb and the suffocating skin. Let's shake it up right now. Let's shake it up right now. Let's shake it up right now. Shake it up. Languishing in thoughts, lucidity doesn't benefit the greater cause. Driving blind and calling wildly, wreaking havoc, banging heads against.
Wonderful to be with Jack Bruce. Jack, how are you doing?
Really good. Thanks for having me, mate.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic having you again. Because I have a confession. Nobody needs to know this, but I do feel inclined to share it. Which is, we did a previous discussion, and it disappeared. But thankfully you're not. Thankfully you're not, yeah? So we're here to talk about you. We're here to talk about what's happening at the present time. So I think let's begin there, because this is the interesting thing. Sometimes things don't work out for a reason. Because we recorded pre what's happening at the moment for you.
Yeah, we did.
And now what was going to happen is now happened. So
Yes.
I want to start there, and I've done that quite well because I haven't shared what it is. But tell us what's current, what's going on at the moment.
Yeah, so my single "Tell Me" is out in the world.
Wow.
Yeah,
How does that feel, Jack?
Feels amazing. Feels so good. I've had such good responses from it. It's been amazing.
And to say what you've just said, I think sometimes people forget that. I forget it. It's out in the world.
Yeah. Scary.
Well, I guess so, but you know, you've done what you've done, and I'm seeing in social media doing a lot around the single. So that's current at the moment. We're going to go into the journey behind the song. I stopped short a little bit times of story, the story behind the song. I'm not a great fan of using the term story because it makes it sound like it's not real. We're going to go into the real life journey of Tell Me, and I think how that will resonate with others as well. Yeah, I know within this, if you've got any video footage, we'll include a little snippet of Tell Me. If you haven't, I'll put the single cover in, all of the links in the description for the YouTube video as well. Yeah?
Cool.
So
Yeah. Nice
what
one.
else at the moment? As if that isn't enough. As if that isn't enough. What else is happening at the moment?
So I am currently in studio working on the second single, which is going to be big.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I can feel it.
Now the natural, yeah, great. You know, you've teased me there. The natural question has to be, is going to be big. Now I know you can't give a lot away because we've got current single "Tell Me" at the moment. But can you just explain what you mean by it's going to be big? Because that's not a small thing to say.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that we're gonna go hard with this one. We're gonna step up our game. Myself and Jack, yeah, we've got good hopes for it. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're currently we was in studio last week, just working on some ideas and whatnot. And Jack's in studio right now working on some magic. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
That's a feeling, isn't it? When you know you've got the single, "Tell Me" is out now. It's available everywhere again. I will signpost everybody in the YouTube version of this to the description because the links will be there. With the distributor you're with, is there like one of these almost link share things that you can kind of click on and then it takes you to all the stores? Or is it like a Spotify link, an Amazon link?
Yeah, I think it's Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Yeah.
Send us all of those.
Yep.
Individual links, and I will put them in the description. So I'm doing loads of that, and if you want to do that at the same time without us both looking without us both looking weird. Boom, that's brilliant. So all of the
Yeah.
links are there for Tell Me. And then there's a big song coming, Upping the Game. Wow. Again, without giving too much away, is that personal life related, the follow-up single?
Yes, yes. So all of my songs are all personal experiences and what I've been through.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's you, that's for you, that's beneficial for you, but I think it's beneficial to many, many others as well.
Mhm.
Now, I know enough to know, Jack, because we did have the discussion before, that Tell Me is effectively 10 years in the making or 10 years after the experience
Yes.
of Tell Me. If you could share as much as you're prepared to share on
Mhm.
the journey behind the song, and maybe also if you've got any thoughts and feelings on how this could be beneficial to others. So whilst it is an experience of your life,
Mhm.
how could Tell Me be beneficial to others? So I guess begin with your experience of the song, where
Yeah,
it's
of
come
course.
from.
Yeah, so I was in a relationship with someone that suffered with the lovely disease of alcohol.
Right.
So it's basically just what we went through with dealing with that, and me feeling like I was never heard, and trying to help the person out as well, but also looking out for myself.
Mm.
And yeah, it was a very challenging time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
I think we're both in good places now.
that's good.
That
That's
like,
lovely. That's lovely to hear for you individually. Yeah. So
mhm,
that was 10 years ago. Is
yeah,
that correct? Is
yes.
that 10 years ago when the relationship broke up, or 10 years ago?
Um, yeah,
They're all
yeah,
thereabouts. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
around, yeah. The song was wrote before that, but yeah, yeah, about 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
So in a way, again, I'm not putting words in your mouth. You said it was written before, so I'm guessing that within the relationship there were
Yeah, it was
the feelings that
during the
were beginning.
relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
during.
So you were feeling unheard. I think part of the line, remind me of one of the lines of the song that is about what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, yeah. It was just it's well, the song speaks for itself. Tell me,
Yeah.
it's like we need to talk this through.
Mm.
But when you're with someone that is suffering with drinking and the abuse that comes when they're drunk,
Mm.
you can't always get through to them. So yeah, it
How
was.
long were you together, Jack, if you don't mind me asking?
We weren't together that long, maybe just over a year.
Right. But
So yeah, it was a very short relationship.
and you always know, I remember you saying last time that Tell Me was going to be the first single,
Yeah, yeah.
even though the experience was 10 years ago.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a long time to sit on a deep level emotion.
Yeah, I think that's why I've always wanted it to be the first singles, just to get it out and
Yeah.
I can let go of it, if that
Wow.
makes sense. Yeah.
Totally. How do you think Tell Me speaks for others? Because that is, of course, a situation that many people face where they're in relationships with people that got a variety of addictions.
Mm. Yeah.
And what do you want to achieve from the song in terms of when other people hear it?
I just want I want them to understand when they hear the lyrics and they hear the song. I want them to just get it. If they've been through similar things, they will understand it. And if they haven't, they're gonna know it's on a deeper level than just a country pop song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And the good thing is, this is only my opinion, by the way, is a song like Tell Me operates on a number of different levels for different people.
Yeah, 100%.
So some people, of course, can hear it and think, oh, yeah, da, da, da. And sometimes that's good in a song because people listen and then they think, hold on a minute, they go a bit deeper in.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is, it's very, it brings you into the song. I was going to say catchy, and that's not what I meant at all. But it's immediate. You feel it, you know it. If you get me, it's a song that you can immediately connect with. It's not distant. Yeah. And then of course the emotion within it. And I think last time you explained really, really well that, of course, there were a lot of things you were told, but you weren't told the things that you wanted to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a reasonable reflection?
Yeah, no, 100%. Nailed it.
Could you expand on that a little bit more as to without again feeling
Yeah, I
like...
just feel like the song again, I was called every name under the sun, but one, I was never sort of told I love you, or just the soppy stuff that comes with a relationship. So yeah, it was it was a difficult time. It was a difficult time. Not knowing where you stand as well.
Yeah. How does it feel now that experience, this is real life. This is not some kind of like random conceptual idea of what that might be like.
Yeah.
This is what that was like. And now that's turned into a song with a brilliant cover. I hasten to add, I think that the images that you've got, the cover is fantastic. Yeah. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
Really, really strong. I think your imagery across what you're doing and is great. Really lots of thought going in. You're hearing it a lot. You're talking about it a lot because that's part of a single.
Yeah.
How does that feel in relation to, that was a chapter of your life. That was a toxic experience.
Yes.
And now you've turned that toxic experience into the release of a single. How would you explain? I mean, in a way, is it a bit like a two-edged sword? There's kind of... Or not? I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose in a way you could say that it feels refreshing to have it out in the world, and also having people comment on the videos and message me privately, telling me how much they like the song and what it means to them. So that's been really nice to like wake up every morning, like read different messages, and yeah, it's been really good. It's been refreshing.
That's so... I can't even think of the words. I genuinely can't, ironically.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. And I keep being drawn to this construction from destruction. It's a phrase I'm coming back to regularly at the moment, where people take an experience of pain and create it into something beautiful and powerful for themselves and other people. And I think Tell Me is an example of that. So I'm going to put you on the spot now, because this next big song is really, really bugging me, Jack. I want to know more. Yeah, I want to know more. So without you titling or anything, is there anything you can give away kind of as a, without saying everything, as to kind of like a subject matter or anything? If you can't, and if you don't want to, then don't. But
so the songs, I can give you the name of the song. It's going to be called Devil's Child.
Oh.
And it's basically, I was out in London, in Soho, actually. And I was with a friend at the time, who was quite well known for acting. She was an actress.
Okay.
And yeah, we went out, had one too many, and we actually got kicked out of one of the nightclubs for being too drunk.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, she used her name and her status to get back in, and sort of left me outside because I was like nobody. Yeah. So on the way home from Charing Cross to Greenwich, I wrote the song Devil's Child.
Wow. Is that where you're based, Greenwich?
I was born and raised in Greenwich, and then I've now moved down to Kent.
Because I was with Jack Marchant there the other day for a project I can't talk about at the moment.
Yeah.
And if I would have known that, I might have made some arrangement.
Yeah, but 100%, yeah.
We're going to do that at some time anyway.
Yeah, no,
so
that'd be great.
Thank you so much for the exclusive. So that's given something away of what's coming next.
Yeah.
Tell Me is current, and the great thing about songs, unless we take them down, remove them from the digital world, they remain.
Mhm.
And again, I love that thought, available in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think, I check at times with my distributor and I go in, it's an online thing, and, people are listening in Denmark.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
It's crazy.
I've got no connection with Denmark directly, but you think, wow, that's amazing. So that's the opportunity for you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already had a couple of people from America message me on social media. So yeah, it's getting about.
Jack, mate, that's brilliant. That's absolutely superb. And YouTube channel, Ray Coates Voice, every part of me. You've got new music coming. You know what to do with it. We'll play it because you're an amazing human being. And have you always written? So this is debut single, isn't it? Tell Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you always written?
Yeah.
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 So,
It started out as probably like a bit of poetry,
right.
and then I think when Amy Winehouse dropped her first album, Frank, and I was like, oh, I didn't know people could sing like this. I didn't know people could write like this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I started putting the two and two together and having my own sort of voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again, that's so special because there is a little bit of snobbery. I think around, it's like anything. It happens in sport, it happens in other things, and I think within the performing arts and music, there's kind of like the academical, acceptable side of things, the trained type thing. But yet, if you look back through decades, there've been so many different voices.
Yeah.
I know David Bowie. I actually found the video. I remember reading something and he said he didn't actually care much for the sound of his own voice. He didn't consider himself to be a singer. He considered it. Yeah. And genuinely, so can I. And I think there's many like that. But when you think of it, I mean, people like Bob Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
It's very debatable as to whether he actually has a singing voice or not.
Yeah.
I mean this genuinely. I'm not just saying it because you're here and to make you feel good or anything. You've got a great voice.
Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you.
Oh, you've got a great voice, and it's yours, and it's lovely to hear you say that this amazing soul, Amy Winehouse, provoked in you the desire to realise that actually I can be creative and be me.
Yeah.
How would you describe that further, Jack? I mean, what does you've written poetry from a young age? You're now turning that into songs, one out, another one working in the background. How would you explain what it's been like to find your voice?
Well, I was actually really bullied through like early teens or to late teens because I didn't sound like the rest of the boys in my class or college or friends, and that sort of held me back for a long time. And then I went for an audition with a record label in London, and I got called back and they was like, we want to sign you. And this was when I was about 24.
Right.
So it's a good couple of years ago. And it fell through as quick as I signed the paperwork. But I was like, someone actually thought I was good.
Yeah.
Like big people, do you know what I mean? I actually I did my audition actually in the studio where David Bowie actually done his first album.
Seriously.
Yeah, so it was mad. So then when I got the call back, I was like, man, I'm on top of the world. That's it.
Yeah.
And then from then, I've always had the confidence, but never thought about doing anything with it.
Yeah.
And then the beginning of this year, I was suffering with my mental health. And I sort of looked myself in the mirror and I said, but what am I doing? I either do something that makes me happy or I'm going to live a miserable life. And that's when I found Jack and was in the studio with him.
You must be a mind reader.
Yeah.
Seriously. You must
Yeah.
be a mind reader because genuinely, I was just thinking, let's have a Jack Marchant loving, and then you said what you just said. So before we do that, before we have a Jack Marchant loving, um, I, I want to thank you for being open about your journey with mental health. Thank you for that. I'm really grateful for you sharing that.
Yeah.
Sometimes people, when they listen to music, they think it's easy because we do it.
Mhm.
Um, and I think sometimes they hear songs and think, yes, we are doing what we love, which is what you've just said, yet we're visiting places of incredible vulnerability. And sometimes, elements of guilt and shame.
Yeah.
And sometimes the shame and guilt that's not ours.
Yeah.
So I think would tell me that's an announcement of I'm not gonna avoid this.
Hmm.
This is what I've lived. And
Yeah.
then Devil's Child, follow up. Likewise, these are experiences of real life, and I think that's so accessible, generous,
Yeah.
courageous, to share that for other people. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah. You're welcome, mate.
So tell us about Jack. Had you always known Jack, the other Jack, Jack Marchant? Had you always known Jack?
No, we actually, I believe it was on social media. Yeah, we connected on social media,
Right.
and we went out for a coffee and discussed what I wanted to do with my project, and whether he wanted to work with me. Lucky enough, he did. And then I think within the month, I was in studio with him.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy.
Yeah,
He really is. He's become like a mentor for me with this whole music life, and he's also a really good friend now. So
I feel in the video version of this is now where I'm going to put in here. So I'm putting a marker to myself. So check out my YouTube channel, Ray Coates Voice, because there's going to be a selfie of Jack Bruce with Jack Marchant. And there's going to be, you know what I'm doing. There's going to be a selfie of me with Jack Marchant. And I'm sure in the future, Jack Bruce, there's
we
going
need
to
to
be a
make it happen,
selfie.
Ray. We need to make
Let's get the three amigos together, yeah? So to speak. Oh wow, wow, wow. What about an album?
Yeah,
You think?
so
Yeah.
that's the next stage. We're going to be well, I'm halfway through writing the album, and then recording that, then hopefully getting a band together and touring or gigging. Or I've already had someone message me that they want to book me. I was like, I've literally only got the one song at the moment, so I'm not going to be on for very long.
Wow.
But yeah, they've already messaged me and said that as soon as I'm ready to let them know that they want to book me. So yeah, it's very positive. Everything's like just falling into place.
And you're doing the work, Jack.
Hmm.
When I'm looking at your social media, great vibe, a mixed vibe. It's you, and I'm really really loving it. And I'll be straight with you, friend. I'm learning from it as well.
Oh,
Because
wow.
no, I'm being serious. Because I think for me, like all of us, we've got those things that are challenges in life, but we got the bubbly enjoyment side. And when I look at what you're doing, there's all of that.
Mm.
There's all of being human. So you've got all aspects. There's humour. You've got a bit of humour in
Yeah.
what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. And there's loads of stuff going on. But yet there is, of course, this reflective side of life that is the challenges you faced and how you've turned those into creativity. And future gigs, live performances, fantastic, with original music.
Yeah.
So that's a great advert for encouraging other creatives to do what they're doing. Now, so 10 years, so record contract 24. You were 24, you said at the time, yeah? I know a few years have passed. I'm not looking for you to say your age. And definitely don't ask me mine, because I'm definitely not going to share mine. not at the moment, anyway. But you're not young to this. You're not the stereotypical 17, 18, or maybe even possibly younger.
Mentally, I am.
Likewise. Likewise. And that's the key, isn't it? So, What encouragement, this is not a parting message because we're not there yet. What encouragement would you like to give to others that there's always been this creativity in you?
Hmm.
So the poetry has been sitting there, and years ago, record contract and
Hmm.
toxic relationship and the challenges of being the things that you've faced. So here you are now, and now you've got a single that's available all over the world, and you've got other stuff in the background happening. So I kind of want you to share a thought and a message, if you can, that is encouraging maybe to people that are not songwriters.
Hmm.
Because there will be people listening who think, oh, it's a bit too late for me to do whatever. So I think I'm asking you to use your experience
Hmm.
to encourage others. How would you encourage them to think it's not too late?
First of all, it's never too late.
Yeah.
You just got to get off your bum and do it. It's you that's got to take that step and believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. And there's so much support out there, and there's like a community of people over social media nowadays that will big you up when your friends and family won't. So definitely just get up and do it.
That's great. What about those who don't? So I'm not being devil's advocate now, but there are some people who, it's like they're chucking stuff in social media and they're really kicking the proverbial around, and it's toxic and, oh, what you doing this for, that type of thing. What message would you give to people to manage that? Because there's that too.
As long as you're watching, you're getting the views.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
As they're watching, let them watch
Yeah.
and get the views.
Yeah, you really
And even
strong.
if they share it with, even if they share it with their friends, just for having laughs, like it's doing you wonders. So you've got to take the ball by the horn and just go for it. And you can't care what people think. Life's too short. Life is too short.
That's so true. Is there other things that have brought you to that conclusion, Jack, that you want to share? Because that's true, and it's powerful.
Yeah, I think like my growing up, my nan was my best friend, and she passed away last year. And she always said to me, "Oh, I really want to see you on the stage. I want to see you on the telly." And I just regret not doing it when she was alive, to sort of see, because I know that's all she wanted out of life, was for me to be happy and to live my dream. And I know for a fact that she's behind me now, pushing me to my goals. And that's with life's too short. Just do it while you can.
What was your nan's name? What was your nan's
Gloria.
name? Gloria.
Yeah.
Gloria. Wow.
Yeah.
So to some degree, a lot of what you're doing is for Gloria.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's wow.
She actually paid for my my first portfolio, like when I was doing modelling years ago, not very well. And she was like, I think it came to, I don't know, like saying like £300. I was like, oh, I'm not paying that. And she was like, no, I'm buying it for you. This could be the thing you need to start your career. And I've still got the pictures now. They're awful, bless her, but she was a big Jack Bruce supporter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think there's a growing number, Jack, as there always should be, for people that have got such beautiful energy and are, very human. And as I've said already, your courage. I don't take songs lightly. I don't. I don't consider them. I'm a bit unusual in that way. I don't consider them to be songs. I think of these capsules, if you like, as messages, especially when it's something like, we'll stay with the first single for now. Tell Me comes from where it comes from. It's not a song that's written about life in general, which is okay, by the way. I'm not saying that's less or worse or anything, but I think when it comes from personal experience and massive challenges, that's deep level, and people can gain so much from that. So your pain really is a gain for others. and I know they're growing. And I think also, because you're that type of person, I think the mix of music, your joy, your happiness, your partying, your enjoyment, your love of life, that'll come through in songs too.
100%.
And people will connect with those. Jack, it's been absolutely incredible. I guarantee you this. I'm stamping this now. This ain't disappearing. and neither are you. Where can people find you and discover you, please, Jack? Tell us about that.
So yeah, on TikTok and Instagram, you can find me at This Is Jack Bruce.
Yeah.
And on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music, it's Jack Bruce.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think we'd agreed. So at time of recording, we're kind of mid-ish July, moving towards middle July. This is going to be our 25th of July. Going to be on the YouTube channel as well. Okay. But if you remember, we'd actually agreed that we were going to do a TikTok live.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I haven't forgotten. It's in my diary. The day before, the Friday before the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel about doing something that evening, which we can get together, co-host, so I can invite you into my live?
Yep.
If you've got a setup, maybe you might be able to do something there, or at least we can have a brief chat within that live.
Yeah, 100%.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
And keep in touch with us about what's happening. I want you to have the last word, and I want you to tell me what's the future for Jack Bruce, and also how people can create their own future as well, a better future for themselves, please.
Yeah, so there's a lot coming up for Jack Bruce, and I'm looking forward to putting more music out and hopefully getting out and gigging, doing some live gigs, festivals. And I think, for anyone that wants to do anything with their passion, just get up and do it. Like, no one's going to do it for you, and you deserve it. Life's short. You got this.